to the real-time transmission of election results. Some critics are saying that why should the National Assembly put the caveats that at times when the real-time electoral transmission of results doesn't work, we can go to manual. What do you think?
Well, I think this is what we have been doing all along. If it doesn't work, do we cancel the election? You cannot cancel the election. You send, you do the manual, and you don't transmit until you collect at the polling station. You still have to count. It is only after that that you send the result. When you vote, it doesn't automatically transmit. When you vote, you just vote. Then at the end of the voting period, you count. At the end of the counting, you all sign. It's only then that you transmit. So I don't see the problem. A lot of people don't understand this procedure. But there are some areas too where you will not even get, there will be, you can't transmit because there will be no connection there to transmit anything. We cancel the election in that area. So when it gets to the next collation, maybe at the ward, then they transmit.
Are you referring to infrastructural problem like in the north where there has been insecurity problems affecting the communications?
No, all the same, you need some signals to be able to transmit. In areas where you cannot get these signals, you cannot transmit. I don't expect that hooligans or terrorists will come and disorganize during the election. If they disorganize during the election, then it means no election took place. When no election took place, there is nothing you can transmit. It's a very simple matter. People just appear on television just to be heard, and they just say whatever nonsense they want to say. We have done it before, and it's done like that everywhere. You vote, you collect, agents sign, and then you transmit. Very simple.
What about the caveat that the National Assembly puts into it that in areas where electoral transmission for the election results are not possible, you can go for manual?
That's what they are saying. If you cannot, you know all this VAR, what do you call them? They need signal to be able to transmit it. In the areas where there are no signals, it has to be manual. It has to be manual. It's a very simple thing. There is no, but you will see find that the last election that they did in Abuja, 97% were transmitted. The remaining they couldn't transmit. It was manual. But that doesn't, the election still was free and fair, and everybody, they were all happy, and so on and so forth.
But opposition and critics are saying that the local government elections in FCT do not reflect the wishes of the voters.
How do they know the wishes of the voters?
That the elections was not.
How do they know the wishes of the voters? It is only the votes that can reflect the wishes of the voters. And the voters, they have voted, and that's their wish. How can you tell the wishes of the voters when you are not a spirit?
Senator, do you think the newly signed electoral amendment bill will guarantee free and fair elections as far as our 2037 elections at the corner?
Of course, it will. There is no major difference between what we have been doing before. It's just that we are now trying to put it in black and white. It was not so explanatory before, but we are not doing anything different. It's just that we are now trying to put it black and white, that where there is no signal, you can do manual. That's what we are saying. There's nothing.
Of all the elections that Nigerians have had over the years, it would appear as if that 1993 elections, which was annulled by the General Muslim Babangida, appears to be the fairest of all the elections. There have been elections after that 1993 elections.
That's your opinion. That's your opinion. That's your opinion.
Not my opinion.
No, that's your opinion. No, that's your opinion. That's your opinion. It could also be the opinion. That election was free and fair. There is no doubt about it. And all of us, we all agree. But that doesn't mean that other elections that has happened before, after that, were not free and fair. You understand? It was free. That 1993 election was free. We all counted it, everything. Nobody complained. It was the military that annulled it. There was no complaint by the people. It was the military that annulled that election, not the people. It was a military annulment.
No politician, no political party,
no, all of them supported
were all
it.
in support.
Yes.
But now, elections after that 1993 elections,
Yes.
there have been controversy on it.
There is no election.
Politicians, political parties have been saying that elections have been free and fair.
There is no election that somebody will not complain. 4 years ago, in America, when there was an election, this president complained that it was rigged out. He was the sitting president then. He complained that it was rigged out. Now, during this last election, he was not the sitting president, he still won. And the other people also complained that the rigging came from China and so on and so forth. There is no election that somebody will not complain. Once you lose, you will complain. Why did I lose? Everybody they will all go to election with the hope that we are going to win, that you are the one going to win. So when you lose, you are hot. And then you begin to complain, unnecessary complaint. Anything that can justify your brain to relax a bit, you say so.
Let's move away from politics. Just yesterday, President Tinubu renewed the call for the issue of our state police, saying that state police will help to guarantee security of lives and property in the nooks and crannies of Nigeria. This will not be the issue for state police will come up. What's your view? Do we really need state police? Because those who are against it are saying that state governors will misuse it against their opponents.
No, in 2014, when we had this conference, we all recommended state police. It was there in our recommendation. Up to now, the recommendation was not, nobody did anything about it. Definitely, we are doing democracy and we are copying American type of democracy, and they have state police. So why will we say we won't have state police? You are saying that the governor will use that to oppress his opponents. That's just one point. There is no issue that is foolproof. There is no issue that is foolproof. Do you understand? There is no issue that is foolproof. State police is still the best. You have state police, you have national police, and the two will work hand in hand. The state police are people from that state, so they know themselves. They know who is who, and so on and so forth. So there is no, even if you use if you don't do state police, I can give you 10 reasons why you should not have national police, you should be state police. You know.
Like, why?
Like if you bring somebody from the north to the south, he may not know the terrain, and he may not know the people. That one is more than saying that the governor will use it to terrorize others. Do you understand? But so there are so many reasons. But when it comes, we shall overcome. When we get to there, when we get to any problem, we will look at a way to cross it. But state police is the ideal thing for us.
Yeah, but don't you think really, actually, that state governors will use state police against opponents?
Yeah, that is your thinking. Well, is that the reason for the state police? I've just told you. There is no one that is perfect. You can abuse anything that is on ground. Even this federal police, they do not abuse it. Don't they abuse federal police? All you are saying is that there are so many advantages when you have a state police. They know each other, they know the terrain, they can act faster, they can they are more active than when you go and pick somebody who doesn't know the terrain, who doesn't know the people, who doesn't understand their language, and so on and so forth. That's the point we're saying.
To what extent will state police really help to bring down the rates of our insecurity across Nigeria?
Well, look, let us say, let's take one local government in Lagos. Let us say Shomolu local government. And then we have state police. Most of them, they are from Shomolu local government, and they are Shomolu local government. Don't you know they will know who to suspect? They will know who to guide, who to secure. Do you understand? If you bring somebody from Maiduguri to Shomolu, he doesn't understand our language. So when you want to deceive him, you just speak vernacular. But if it's a state police, he will understand the language. He will also understand English. So whichever you choose, he will understand what you are saying. So there is nothing that is better than state police. You can't compare the two. You cannot compare the two at all.
As 2027 general cycle of our elections is approaching, there has been a gale of defections from other political parties into your party, the All Progressive Congress, APC, especially from the PDP. Your party now control of most states of the federation. There is fear that this may turn Nigeria into one party system ahead of the 2027 elections. Is it so?
This may, but it has not. We still have about 7 or 8 parties on the ballot paper. So that doesn't happen.
There's 6 governors for PDP. I think one for that of Abia State Governor Oti. Which one?
Look,
And then Asoludo and
it's because the president, it's because our party is
APC
performing.
controls about, I think, 29 or 20 states now.
Yes, it's because we are performing. It's because the state is performing. It's because the governors now, they have enough funds to perform in their states, and they are proud of our party, APC. So that's why you find all of them deflecting. I only hope the people deflect with them. That is the problem. I only hope.
When you say the people, what do you mean by the people that are deflecting?
The fact that the governor deflected doesn't mean that the people of that state are deflected. It doesn't mean so. So let nobody deceive us. We are still working hard. We are still trying as much as possible to make sure that the people also feel the same way that the governors feel, and that is our performance. You can see, if you open the television now, you see they are either opening a road or opening a new health center, something that will make the people happy. And the people are happy. So that's why in some of the states, both the governor and the people really came over. And I'm sure 99% of all those governors who crossed, their people also crossed with them. But all the same, we are still working very hard to make sure that we win the next election. We are not taking anything for granted.
Finally, and briefly, sir, what's the yardstick that the ruling Nnpc goes to victory in 2027? Because some Nigerians still think that there is a socio-economic, or what they call the socio-economic indices in Nigeria.
I don't understand though. I don't understand what you have said. Social what?
Socio-economic difficulties.
Socio-economic difficulties. Number one, there is nowhere in the world where there are no socio-economic difficulties. The only thing that I have always prayed for or tried to tell people is that we must improve on our minimum wage. That's the only problem that I see. We must improve on our minimum wage. And when I say so, what I mean is this. If a man is working, he should be able to provide accommodation, for his family. He should be able to do medical for his family, and he should be able to provide transport to go to work and come back, anywhere that work is. That's the only thing we just need to improve on. So apart from that, we are the best government that has ruled Nigeria so far.
You said that there is need to improve on the minimum wage, when currently some state governors are even finding it difficult to pay the current minimum wage.
And we are defining it difficult. Let them leave and let another governor come in. Finding it to pay the minimum wage. Leave the job and let somebody else come.
The private
Maybe
sector,
they have deputy, they have everything.
the private sector appears to be the one where this is more pronounced, paying the minimum wage.
What do you mean by that? The private sector don't pay. They don't pay all those wages you call minimum wage. Even in this my house, I don't pay minimum wage. I pay more than minimum wage. In this house, the minimum wage is 160. All this, anybody that is working in this place.
Thanks to you, sir. Some other private organizations are not doing so.
Look, I'm not speaking for other private organizations, but I know organizations that are well established. They pay more than whatever minimum wage that is on ground. They pay more than that.
Okay, sir. Can we talk about remittances from the gas money into the federation accounts? There was an executive order by the president recently.
I was surprised to hear that they don't even, that was not done before. I was surprised. I thought every proceed goes into the federation account. I was surprised not to see so. So it's a good order. I'm sorry. You see, this is why our party is different. These are things people have never done before that we are doing. And it will improve and encourage people that at least we have been honest enough to pay all dues into federal account.
This executive order, is it an attempt to block loopholes to ensure transparency?
That's what I'm telling you. Of course, it blocks loopholes. It becomes transparent, and then it increases the amount of money available for spending and distributing to the states. That's what it does.
Thank you so much, sir.
Thank you.
Thank you for your time.